Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenny Marie, and I need to post some content because my goal is to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I wanted to read some Reddit. I want to read specifically Petty Revenge. That's my favorite. I made it in to r/Petty Revenge. Let's see what the people have to say for themselves today. This caught my eye, so I'm going to read it. I'm getting married and don't want to change my last name. Am I the a-hole? This is a good one. It was posted 2 hours ago in Am I the a-hole? I'm getting married and I don't want to change my last name. AITA. So my fiance and I are getting married in a month and a half. I don't want to change my last name. I work as a nurse and have 2 degrees, own a home, and I don't want to go through all of the paperwork to change my last name. That is understandable. I also just like my name. I'm 30 years old and I'm attached to it. I like it and it's a part of who I am. He feels that I want to keep my last name as a way to have one foot out the door and not have our family. I've asked him to just change his to mine, but he doesn't want to do that because he's also attached to his name. Duh. So you understand how she feels. I don't want to repetitively have this discussion for years, and he has it in his head that I'll eventually want to change it, but I know I won't want to. I'm considering canceling the wedding because as I'm looking for wedding decor, signs and such, we can't agree on anything because I want it to say both of our first names, but he wants it to be his last name. I feel like he keeps pushing this and it's always going to be a point of contention. Am I the a-hole? No. No, ma'am, you are not, because it makes sense to me. You don't want to change. That's a lot of things you have to change. Who cares what your last name is? That doesn't really make the marriage. The name doesn't make the marriage, the wedding doesn't, and the wedding ring does not. The dress, the tux, that stuff is not what makes the marriage good. What makes the marriage good is not having a lot of points of contention. So, you are not the a-hole. Other people are saying, don't change your name. Absolutely, but how does this not get hashed out before y'all set a date? Okay, people are just, who cares about all that? Just give her advice. I kept mine too, 0 regrets. My husband didn't care that I kept my name. He even said, I'm marrying you, not buying you. Exactly. I'll call you whatever you want me to. Bam. That's a man right there. Am I the a-hole for getting a woman fired over Veggie Tales? Can we talk about winter lips for a second? Because the second the temperature drops, my lips are like, we quit. They're dry, tight, peeling, and it's not cute. And if you're anything like me, you want hydration without that thick, sticky gloss feeling that gets in your hair every 5 seconds too. That's why I've been reaching for Summer Friday's Dream Lip Oil, especially in soft mauve. It's beautiful. This is a tinted lip oil, so you're getting skincare level hydration and a little bit of color. It's not trying to be a full lipstick. It's that effortless, my lips but better vibe. Soft mauve is this really pretty, cool toned pink that just makes your lips look healthy and polished without trying too hard. I'm going to put it on so you can actually see. Okay, look at the shine. 0 stick as well. Nothing. It feels lightweight, super comfortable, and instantly smoothing. It's like refreshing. I love this. What makes it really special though is the formula. It's made with a blend of 9 plant-based oils, so it actually nourishes your lips instead of just sitting on top of them. My lips feel soft, conditioned, and hydrated, especially on cold, dry days when everything else fails me. It doesn't slide around or feel greasy, which is a huge win for me personally. It's an easy everyday product. You can wear it on bare lips like this for a clean look, or layer it over a lip liner if you want more definition. It just melts into whatever you're wearing. Errands, school pickup, filming content, coffee runs, all of it. It's one of those keep in your bag products. I love that it gives hydration and shine in a sheer wash of color without it being heavy. It's comfortable, it's flattering, and it actually helps your lips feel better the longer you wear it. So if winter lips are a struggle for you too, the Summer Fridays Dream Lip Oil is such a good staple, especially if you like low effort, high impact products. Soft Mauve is a perfect everyday shade, and there are 8 different shades to choose from. I'll have everything linked for you. It'll be linked in the comments, descriptions. Let me know if you want to see it paired with a liner next. I can do that. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for listening, and thank you for being here. Bye. Interesting. I have to know. My wife and I unfortunately have our son in daycare. It's unavoidable. A few months ago, I picked him up, and when I asked him about his day, he told me about a show they watched with cartoon vegetables. Are you gonna see on Veggie Tales? I loved Veggie Tales. Veggie Tales, Veggie Tales, Veggie Tales, Veggie Tales. You're a jerk. Yep. When I dropped him off the next day, I asked the teacher if they watched Veggie Tales. She said they didn't show the kids anything inappropriate. I asked, but did they watch Veggie Tales? She refused to give me a straight answer. I said, I don't want him to watch Veggie Tales. She said he wasn't going to be allowed to watch anything inappropriate. I want to know how old your son is. That day when I got home, I asked, did you watch Veggie Tales? He did. I emailed the administration. They assured me, no Veggie Tales. It is not an approved media to show the kids. It has never and will never be shown. The next week, I asked, did you watch Veggie Tales? Yep. I reach out again, and I'm told maybe my son is confused. Right. He might be. How old is your son? So I wait a week, ask my boss if I can leave early. Walk past the receptionist. She told me to stop, but I didn't. Into the main room, and boom, there it is, Veggie Tales. I took a picture. I was given a warning for barging in, fair, but the administration promised the Veggie Tales things would be solved. The teacher said the teacher had to take all the tapes home, and she would not be able to bring in tapes ever again. Next week. Did you watch Veggie Tales? No, Dad. Great. Following week. Did you watch Veggie Tales? Yep. So I email again. At this point, I start getting other people involved. The Anti-Veggie Tales coalition, that exists? Even some of the Christian parents were annoyed. One woman watches it at home with her daughter and said she didn't want it watched at daycare because if her daughter has questions, she wants to be asked, not the teacher. Okay, I understand that, but getting her fired over it, that's not cool. Great, join the Anti-Veggie Tales coalition. The resolution was that the teacher got fired. Now there's a backlash against me. People feel bad. They feel guilty. They should. It's all my fault. I pressure them into making it a big deal. They're just animated vegetables, right? They're just vegetables. Even my wife said I pulled a me and went on a warpath. Am I an asshole, or should she have just left her animated vegetables at home? Hello, this post has made it to our all. For anyone new here, please take a moment to familiarize. And not the asshole. I'm not reading all that. The fact that the teacher repeatedly lied to your face, that's the problem. The teacher lied. But I understand people not wanting their kids to watch Christian TV shows. And I've worked at a daycare. We didn't watch Veggie Tales. We watched Little Einsteins all the time. But I understand not wanting your kid to ask the teacher questions, but the kid probably wouldn't. There's so many kids, and they don't care about the teacher. They care about the Veggie Tales. And my daughter watched it, and she loved that show. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, unless you don't believe in God, I understand. But how come, never mind. It's crazy. Everybody's got to have an issue with something. It's ridiculous. You got her fired. What if she has kids to feed? You're a jerk. Am I the asshole for filming my teacher's voice to prove a point to my mother that the school is lying? I, 15-year-old female, have been getting yelled at by my math teacher, let's call her S, for stupid things. And it's not just me, it's the entire class, like getting a question wrong or talking when she's outside of the room. My daughter's teacher, I have much respect for teachers, but some of them are bitches. They are. I would go up to our school with my youngest son. He was a baby in diapers, and I would march in there in like sweats, my hair a mess, pissed. Anyway, I have PTSD from things my parents did, and that was put into my school record when I came into this school. I am in 8th grade. My therapist and psychiatrist put it into my record stating that I needed headphones because of the teachers yelling because it was causing my anxiety to flare up. Yeah. Well, one night my teacher was yelling at me again, and I put my hand on my ear. I did have my headphones, but I was scared to put them on because I thought she might break them. Oh my gosh, break them. And she yelled at me, "Take your hand off your ear. I'm not even yelling that loud." Wow, bitch. I was filming on my phone, either for the incident or a different one, because the night before I had asked my mom if the school tried to deny the fact that they have teachers who yell. She said that they did. So I asked her if she'd be okay with me filming on my phone of the teacher yelling, and she said yes. So I filmed on my phone when she was yelling, and also how loud the cafeteria was. I had certain friends who knew I was filming but weren't in my math class. My math teacher has no idea I filmed her voice, not face, and my history teacher confirmed days later that it is okay to film in public places. I know there are schools that consider classrooms private. Mine is one of them. So I showed the recording to my mother once I had it all. Of my math teacher yelling. Am I the a-hole for filming my math teacher's voice, catching the physical evidence of her yelling? Or do I just need to do a charter school because I can't handle teachers' authority? If you all want to see the video, DM me so I can tell you what my YouTube channel is. I posted it with mom's consent because I didn't film faces, only voices. Interesting. People, yeah, you're fine, hon, but you need to take that video to your therapist and ask for guidance and with how to proceed with this because your school administrators need to know what's going on. Yes, that's what I was going to say. She needs to be taken care of, and she needs to learn a lesson. She doesn't get away with yelling at students. That doesn't help them at all. Yelling at students, what do you think you're achieving? What they're going to remember is you yelling, not what you're teaching them. Women do have a feeling inside sometimes, like, oh my God, I just can't take it anymore. But you don't need to take it out on teenagers. What's your problem? My throat hurts, so I'm going to take a break, and I'll record either later today or tomorrow. But